a Wildside Heavyweight Championship matchup. It's something that all professional wrestling broadcasters, I'd say, look forward to, a championship match of this kind of caliber against with two athletes involved of radically different styles, actually. And I'm kind of curious how often they'll be complementary towards each other and how able to wrestle with each other, knowing the different styles and backgrounds that each one possesses. I think it's as much of a test for Rudy Boy Gonzalez, who has seen so much in his career, as much as a test for Rudy Boy as it will be for the genetic specimen Onyx.
Well, Rudy Boy Gonzalez, the challenger tonight, started his career out in the old Southwest Championship Wrestling promotion, ran by Joe Blanchard in Texas, and it matured from there. He's been a journeyman wrestler throughout the years. He's literally competed all over the world, and then went into the foray of training young up-and-coming wrestlers, and what a list he has turned out. Not to mention him being the assistant, the right-hand man to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, and one of his closest allies in the Texas Wrestling Academy, and now is the owner and head trainer. Of course, they turned out WWE stars like Paul London, of course, appeared here in Wildside, Spanky, the American Dragon, who you can see Bryan Danielson all over the world, Tony Stradlin, Todd Sexton, Masada, Don Juan, Wildside Junior Heavyweight Champion, Fast Eddie, Hot Stuff Hernandez, former Wildside Heavyweight Champion. The list goes on and on and on.
Yeah, Michael Shane, who formerly TNA X Champion. And I think that's very scratches the surface of all the great athletes that Rudy Boy Gonzalez has trained. And interestingly, I mean, height-wise, I mean, both these two athletes, I mean, match up quite favorably with each other. No one has the distinct advantage height-wise, and that's sometimes that's a situation that Onyx finds him on the short end of the stick. Don't mean to pull out a bad joke there, but it's something that Onyx often has to face, even though muscled up-wise and as far as wrestling is concerned, I mean, Onyx is in so many respects, man, he's almost peerless, you know?
Oh, certainly. Nelson calling for the break. Rudy Boy is demanding it.
And Onyx is going to break it about right now.
Yeah, happy to oblige.
And the spine of Rudy Boy Gonzalez almost broke with that attempt there, too. Rudy Boy should have saw that one coming. You know, he really should have.
Pair of leg sweeps. Talks about the background of Rudy Boy. Let's talk about the background of Onyx. He certainly does. Good grief. Certainly does not have the experience advantage that Rudy Boy has, but he's been a mainstay here in NWA Wildside from the get-go. When we opened our doors in October of 1999 and went nationally syndicated, Onyx has been one of the mainstays, one of the institutions of NWA Wildside. Fought his way up through the rankings from the junior heavyweight division, put on a little bulk, moved up, was in and out of the NWA Elite, became one of the most popular athletes Wildside has ever seen, chased the dream, held all the titles in Wildside except for the one, and he finally fulfilled that prophecy when he defeated Hot Stuff Hernandez in October at Fright Night 2003. Now Onyx has been a very impressive Wildside Heavyweight Champion. The financial numbers of Onyx being Wildside Heavyweight Champion have been very good. He's been a very successful drawing heavyweight champion as far as the fans wanting to see him in action here.
Fair enough. And also one of the things I like most about Onyx is that no man seemingly sticks in the craw of Jeff G. Bailey more than Onyx. Matter of fact, Jeff G. Bailey actually refers to Onyx as a role. He refers to it as the Onyx problem. And this Onyx problem, so to speak, has been sticking in Bailey's butt now for seemingly a year and a half.
Big clothesline by Onyx. Rudy Boy Gonzalez is rocked, and the challenger goes to the outside for a powder. To take a break, he's got to have a breather.
Well, that's what the breather he wants, like stop the momentum of Onyx, and Onyx is having none of it. Sending Rudy Boy's head into the camera stand. And now the corner post. And Rudy Boy is trying to shake some sense in there, and he manages to get a fist to the face of the Wildside champion. And Onyx responds in kind with an E-lift.
Head first into the apron.
Boy, Rudy Boy's head bouncing off the apron.
Rudy Boy firing back. He's been in his share of brawls, believe you me.
And Rudy Boy dropped unceremoniously face first on the floor, the blood-drenched floor of the NWA arena. Onyx sending in Rudy Boy under that bottom rope.
Onyx.
Yeah, looks like Onyx has Rudy Boy's number.
He's calling for the blackout. Rudy Boy, the veteran, privy to those tactics, and he's done his homework. Saw the blackout coming and quickly got out of that predicament, sending Onyx into the corner, and now Rudy Boy Gonzalez, coincidentally, has turned the tide. Wait a minute, reversal by Onyx. Onyx charges in, the champion goes face first into the turnbuckle. Big super kick by Rudy Boy. And that may be all he needed. The sweet chin music. Won many championships in Wildside and other places, but not tonight. It does not win the Wildside title, at least not now.
The Onyx able to get one of those massive shoulders off the mat before the lethal 3 count. And Rudy Boy doing something he seldom really does. Heading up to the turnbuckle and going up kind of slowly, giving Onyx plenty of time to move out of the way. Kind of a rookie mistake. I'm kind of surprised it came out of Rudy Boy, but then again, he's also been in the heat of battle now for about 6 minutes.
Boot to the midsection. Well, he nails the blackout there. Onyx hits the blackout. And another successful defense by the Wildside champion.
A valiant effort from Rudy Boy, but the blackout, as well as an incredible offensive we've seen here from the Wildside Heavyweight Champion Onyx, is just,
holy shit!
Good heavens! Stop right there. What's he doing here?
My Lord.
What is he doing here, Dan?
This is the, oh dear.
And why is he here?
Look at this, it's Abyss. The man known formerly here in Wildside as Justice, but not anymore. This guy had a mental breakdown. Now he's this Abyss.
And Onyx perhaps saw it coming.
God. Oh, there's the black hole slam. And you know who was pulling the strings of this? Dear God.
Abyss from NWA TNA, formerly known as Justice here at NWA Wildside. Once again, back with Jeff G. Bailey. Oh, Abyss, go! Yes, do it! This is great. Jeff trying to talk his way out of this.
Well, I stated this guy has had a mental breakdown. He is completely uncontrollable now.
It's a mental breakdown indeed. He took his hand away from the throat of Bailey.
Looks like he lost all remembrance of Bailey there for a moment.
I wish we could have.
What a transformation the wrestling world has seen in this man. This monster. This total monster. Good grief. Over the shoulder backbreaker. Into the Abyss goes Onyx.
This is something no one could have possibly anticipated. As security is out here to get the Wildside champion away from harm's way here.
Onyx, another successful title defense, and he has to contend with this. Wow. Oh. Jeff G. Bailey was playing his cards, and he has pulled one hell of an ace out of his sleeve.
Oh, that he has. I mean, who would have
hell of an ace.
Who would have ever guessed that Bailey would have gotten his hands on the artist formerly known as Justice? And now, as bad as Justice was, I think he's actually 10 times worse as Abyss. What's this? Bailey is sending Abyss back to the ring. And Abyss going after the first man he sees, and that's unfortunately a member of Wildside security. I don't know who this poor guy is, other than he's about to be damn near dead. Oh, my God. On the rest of security, unfortunately, busy taking Onyx out of the ring.
Who can stop this monster? This skyscraper? And Jeff G. Bailey, he's done it again, Steve.
Onyx, have I told you lately you're gonna die soon? I wouldn't want you to forget that. Life wouldn't be worth living without that knowledge. constantly plastered to your forehead. Your life is an unfolding snuff film, and you can make all the excuses you want, but the only fact that is completely irrefutable and obvious is that we have already won. What Abyss just did to you was only foreshadowing of what awaits you. You can try and convince yourself that you know this man, that you faced this man before when he was known as Justice. But Justice is dead, and only Abyss remains. I won't horrify you with the details that transformed this man, but he has been deep in the black hole and has emerged a monster of wickedness, insatiable in his lust for blood. Your blood, Onyx, and more importantly than that, he will return the Wildside heavyweight title back to where it belongs with the NWA Elite. Next week, Onyx, Abyss will take everything from you, maybe even your life. Next week, Abyss.